All right. Hello and welcome everyone to the Thursday night live stream. Today is Thursday, June 25th, 2026. And June, of course, is Kim Possible month. So, hey, I'm back. Welcome everyone. Today, who do we have here today? So, let me switch. Let me switch this here. So I'm still fixing my screen here, but today we have Mr. Supersonic. We have, let me see, top chat, live chat. There we go. Today we have Mr. Supersonic. Hello, welcome. Chris Hanbury. Great to see you. And we have John, but the username now is Elemental150. What's up, John? And we also have Guess. Hey, Guess, how you doing? Guess says, been a long while since I've been on one of these. Anyways, glad to see it. Well, I'm glad to, hear from you again. Well, not really hear from you, more like see, what you type, but you know what I meant. You know what I meant. But yeah, it's great. It's great to see all of you here. I was just busy fixing my screen here because I got a lot of stuff. But yeah, today I wanted to talk to all of you, about not just Kim Possible, although you guys know we love Kim Possible, but also about Phoenix and Ferb, Teen Titans, and of course the voice actors. A lot of the voice actors for these fantastic shows are getting older. Some are retiring. So I do worry as to what Disney and Hollywood is going to do to replace these voice actors, because we all know in the age of AI, your face or your voice or anything that has to do with you now belongs to the studios. So we'll see what happens, But welcome everyone. Chris says, in the episode Blush, the scene where Josh and Kim are on a date at the restaurant, Josh dips his French fries in the milkshake. Is a reference to the Wendy's tradition of dipping a fry in a Frosty. Is it? Let me see here. Wendy's tradition. Let me see here. Wendy's tradition. French fry in. What did you say? Milkshake. Let me see. Oh, well. This is what AI says. Give me 1 second. Where is this freaking thing? This is what AI says right here. Whoop. So AI says dipping hot salty Wendy's French fries into sweet cold frosty is a beloved culinary tradition. The sweet and salty combination creates a sensory contrast. Yeah, I think I heard about it. Before I watched the episode with Josh Mankey and Kim going on a date, I did hear that some people dip French fries in frostings. I've never done it myself. It seems weird because, if my French fry is hot, it gets colder in a milkshake or a frosty. Again, I've never done it myself. But I do like that episode. I know that Mr. Supersonic, I think you were saying that you didn't like that episode, the episode Blush. But I thought it was a very sweet and interesting episode. We got to see Kim going out with Josh Mankey. We got to see them enjoy their dates. And although the Tweebs and Draken and Shigo were messing around trying to ruin their date because Draken wanted Kim to completely disappear out of embarrassment, I think it was a sweet and nice date. I think Josh is a pretty good boyfriend based on that episode. It's kind of sad that, no, it's not kind of sad, but it's kind of a bummer that they went their separate ways. Josh Mankey and Kim didn't have the feelings after a while, after the semester, after spring break ended. They're like, you know what? I like you, you're cool, but the feelings of, romantic interest are gone. And Kim and Josh talked about it, and they're still friends, but they decided to go their separate ways. And then in the following episode, called what was the episode called? Emotion Sickness. The season 3 episode of Emotion Sickness. We hear Ron, talking about that with Kim, and then Kim just says, we just went our separate ways. It just the feelings of, it was just a crush. It was just a seasonal crush, nothing big. Kim, though, was crushing hard on Josh Mankey. She was crushing so hard on him, and it was funny. But yeah, the dipping on the French fry dipping in milkshake or a Frosty is a tradition. Let's see here. So yeah, it's a tradition, and well, it's been done in the past, and I've seen people do it, but it's not for me. It's not for me. Let's see if I can find that scene. Let's see here. Kim Possible Josh Mankey date. Okay, here we go. So I do have that scene here. Let me just twink. Let me just put that in here. So we have it right here. I do have to increase the quality of this. Why is it low? So here we go. We're gonna see parts of it. YouTube doesn't like me to show the whole thing for some reason. It's weird, I know, but we're gonna see parts of it right now. Chris says, this June 28th, in 3 days, Mel Brooks will turn 100. Oh, really? Mel Brooks? Wow. Yeah, happy early birthday, Mel Brooks. Mr. Supersonic says, today, while waiting for the stream, I just watched an episode of Kim Possible. It's called Captain Draken. So that episode is very interesting too, Mr. Supersonic. Captain Draken was actually more of a filler episode. It was like a promotional episode for the Pirates of the Caribbean movie that was going to release. And because Kim Possible was, a popular show at the time, they used that episode to help promote Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what I read online, at least. So yeah, it's one of my. Well, it's one of the interesting episodes. It's one of those filler episodes, But there's a lot of interesting things to analyze from that episode itself. But I even made a music video about it with Pirates of the Caribbean music. I have it somewhere. I think I have it on my Kim Possible Clips channel on this one. By the way, this is my other channel where I only post Kim Possible clips for the most part. So yeah. No worries, Mr. Supersonic. You can reply as many times. I might miss a message here and there. Anyways, this is season 1, the episode Crush. And Kim is trying not to tell Ron that she likes Josh. So she's trying to tell him in a not too obvious way. See, look at her. Season 1, she's a sophomore. That's stated. She's not a freshman in this season. I think she's a sophomore. I think either a sophomore or freshman on her last kind of year there. The Kim Possible series does not start with Kim just, entering high school. Here, she is in love with Josh Mankey because Josh Mankey, of course, is a popular kid. He is quote unquote hot, cute, artistic. He's an artist. Wow, See, she's really crushing. And this is common. I've actually seen when I was in high school and got older, I've seen girls have this same face as Kim. I know people say they've never seen it, but I'm very analytical and I pay a lot of attention, and sometimes girls just be staring like this at certain, guys, people that they like or admire. See, and Ron, of course, is a little bit trying to figure out if Kim is into him or not. But yeah, she's really crushing on him. But yeah, season 1 was interesting. And then the episode that you are referring to. So this is Blush right here. She's super expressive here. The weirdest scene for me is when Josh Mankey here leaves Kim to go to his class, and then Kim falls on her knees because she couldn't say exactly what she wanted to say to Josh. Oh wait, you guys can't hear it, can you? me see. You guys can't hear it. There we go. Okay. Let me see. There we go. My bad.
I got a jet. I can't be late.
I thought you guys could hear it, but like the sound was like messed up on my end.
Again. Check you later.
Right. See ya.
See, like, look at this part.
Oh.
He just comes back to get something.
Oh, hi.
I forgot my
I was just trying.
And then she like, you know, she like goes on 4 legs and goes away.
See you later, Josh. Bye.
It's so funny. But yeah, then they go on a date, and then we have the scene here where, you know, we're talking about the scene where, what is this thing? The scene we're talking about, the Frosty scene.
It's the mix of the hot and salty and cold and sweet.
See? Right there. I've never tried that before, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's good.
Try it.
A French fry dipped in a milkshake. Josh.
I thought it was a sweet gesture, you know?
Culinary trailblazer.
Okay, now.
So I thought it was a sweet gesture. Anyways, back to the chat here. Mr. Supersonic says, I mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean while watching that episode as well. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean and Kim Possible. You know, Kim Possible was a big thing. It was Kim Possible had the Emmy award-winning trophy back in the day, for I guess Emmy Award daytime viewership or something like that. Supersonic says, last week I just started watching Clean Slate, The Cupid Effect, and Odds Man In. Yeah, those are very interesting episodes as well. Clean Slate was also a very interesting one as well. The Cupid Effect was a little bit strange and weird because isn't that the one where, let me see here, Kim Possible. Let me see here. The Cupid Effect. That's the one where Wade creates a love ray, right? Dude, they got the full episode on here. You can actually watch. Well, no, this is the Motion Sickness. Crazy. So now you can watch Emotion Sickness on YouTube, I guess. And this is season 3. Okay, and season 3 had the least amount of episodes too. But in Emotion Sickness is where Kim, you know, decided to, you know, she decided to part ways with Josh Mankey.
So not the drama. So, sir. Huh? What? As a fresh.
Oh.
See,
What's the big?
see, we see here Tara with Josh Mankey, and the other thing is that I know a lot of people love Tara. She's a sweet, kind-looking girl, but Tara has dated a lot of guys in high school. You know, like she's dated and she's been hanging out with a lot of guys. During the prom scene, we see that she's dancing with like 2-3 different students. And also there's an episode where Kim wanted to hang out with Ron, but Ron's hanging out with Felix Renton. And we see Tara going on a date with a different guy. So Tara's been, you know, she's been dating a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but over the years, Tara has been crushing and dating with different people, trying to figure out, you know, who the perfect guy for her is. I remember in season 1 in the episode, what was it? Sink or Swim. Tara had a thing for Ron, right? But nobody told Ron, of course. Poor Ron. But yeah, anyways, here Kim is over Josh Mankey. Josh Mankey is over Kim, and they moved on.
Nothing. Kim, there's something in my eye. Ow, look.
See? Kind of like each other.
It's your finger.
And after this episode, after season 3, Josh Mankey graduates.
Oh, how'd that get there?
Josh Mankey has a fresh crush, and her name isn't Kim Possible.
Funny.
And then here we see Kim saying, you know, it was just, you know, we just parted ways.
Ron, really, it's no big. Josh Mankey is so last semester.
Huh?
What? We grew apart. It was time to move on. So
See, she grew up. She moved on.
not the drama. So in denial. Wait.
Anyways, Joshua, good evening. Good evening to you, Joshua. Sorry, I missed your message. Good evening, Joshua.
To maintain the composure. It's brave the way you mask your manky pain.
Seriously, I'm over Josh.
See, and here is where Kim reveals to Ron that, Tara had a thing for him.
Thought you'd be the bummed one.
Me? Why?
Tara?
What about her?
She used to like you. You mean you never noticed?
No! Why didn't you tell me?
See, like, everybody knew, but nobody told Tara because nobody wanted. Okay, Bonnie Rockwaller. She kind of feels like she's also like the second in command of the cheerleaders. Like she hates Kim for being, the head cheerleader, but Bonnie would never allow Tara to date Ron. Bonnie knew that Tara, the cheerleader, the blonde, cute cheerleader, was into Ron, and Ron, he thought she was cute, and he would have probably given her a chance. But of course, no one, not even Kim, wanted to let Ron know. And another thing is that Monique also knows that Kim is a very jealous person. Okay, we see this in the episode. What was it? The episode is called. What was it called? It's called Exchange. So in this episode, Exchange. Oh no, not this one. It's called Monkey. No, not Monkey Fist. It's called Gorilla Fist. So in the episode Gorilla Fist, freaking Yori. No. Yori here in this episode.
You with
So is it this one? No, let me see. Right here. So here Ron is getting ready to go with Yori. And we see Kim being super jealous here.
speaking bueno nacho.
So I think Kim has always been jealous of girls approaching Ron. That's why she didn't say anything to Ron, right?
Going to school?
Hey, KP. No, just picked up some snacks for a field.
Tapago-san.
Yori!
See, Yori pops up,
Yori, this is Kim
looking like this. And then Kim and Monique look at her like, who is that?
and Monique.
Kim.
Kim looks super defensive. Like she wants to throw down, like she wants to know who she is. She wants to beat her up. She wants to pin her down and ask her, where did you come from? Why are you with Ron? Monique is like, I've never met this girl in my life. You can tell a lot by a person's facial expressions. Okay, Monique has that facial expression that, she's bored out of her mind and she don't know who she is and she could care less. Kim, on the other hand, she has this menacing stare. Look at her mouth. Look at her stance. She's ready for anything, for a fight. That's what I mean when I say, sometimes I can tell when some people, are crushing on someone or some people are being a little aggressive. Two different people. Monique is like, never met this person in my life. I could care less about her. Kim is more like, who is she? Need to find out who she is. I'm ready to fight. She's in that ready to fight stance. And Wade is just here like wondering what's going on.
Possible. I have heard much. Really? I haven't.
Kim is like, who is that girl? And Ron is like, oh, you know who she is. Because Ron can't hide anything from Kim. Ron can try, but he can't. He just can't hide anything from Kim. Kim needs to find out everything that Ron is up to, is doing. Who he knows. The people in his life, especially if they are girls.
Oh, sure, KP. You know Yori from 7th period history?
Look at her face.
No.
She's like, no, don't remember her.
She's an old pal from Camp Wanawee.
She's like, what do you mean?
We've never met.
But then we hear Monique. Monique also has this weird face.
Well, I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, but after they leave, Kim says to Monique, is like, why wouldn't Ron tell me that he's speaking to another girl? And then Monique tells Kim, because you got all jealous. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Goku, what's up? Yes, I love Kim Possible too. Love Kim Possible too. Great show. Mr. Supersonic says, adding from last stream when I said about Blush, the tweebs did knew that the embarrassing ninjas were doing and thought it was really cool and do the same thing and did the same thing after sneaking out of the house. So I kind of think you're missing the point. Oh, I see. Oh no, what I meant last time was I didn't. The tweebs didn't know that Kim being embarrassed made her disappear, because the more Kim got embarrassed, the more her body started disappearing in the episode. That's what I meant. Yeah, maybe the tweebs did see the ninjas and just followed them around and did the same stuff. But what I was saying last stream was that if the tweebs knew that the more Kim got embarrassed, the more she would disappear, the tweebs would not bother her. That's what I meant last stream. I meant that the tweebs would help Kim get rid of that issue that they had. Anyways, that was what I meant last stream. So Mr. Supersonic says, in season 4, why would the tweebs skip middle school to become freshmen in high school, as well as joining in missions just to annoy Kim and make her life a living hell? Well, all I can tell you for that is just episode progression. It's just to make the episode more exciting, more drama, more action, more story. There is not too much of a reasonable explanation other than the tweebs are very smart, and when a kid is very smart, at least when I went to school, there were actually some kids, in high school that were bumped up, that were upgraded from middle school to high school. 7th graders or 8th graders, 6th or 7th graders that were able to go to high school. And even some high schoolers were able to take some college courses because they were smart enough. They had the grades and they were smart enough to take those courses. So it's not rare. Like the tweebs going to high school, I've seen that before. I've seen that in real life. Like that's why I can relate a lot to the series, to the Kim Possible series, because I've seen a lot of this in high school. I've seen the teen drama. I've seen younger middle schoolers, they skip a grade to go to high school because they're that smart. So they take high school classes. So then they can take college courses when they're 17. Graduate college early and then have a career. So, but I think that the creators decided to just, bump up the tweebs so they could annoy Kim. More drama, more action, funny, comedy, all that stuff. It's not up to the tweebs can decide to go. So they decided to just, go and bother Kim just for fun. Chris says, will you be watching the new movie coming in July called Young Washington? I have not heard about that one. What's called Young Washington? Let me see here. Young Washington. Oh, I've not seen it. 2026. Well, I'll be honest with you, Chris. I'm not into historical movies, but if it does very well, I might just watch it. If the reviews are astonishingly good, I might just watch it. I've been skipping and watching movies. So I gotta watch it. Supersonic says, on June 10th, 2026, I just watched the season 3 finale, and the Morat will be CGI, which would have been the 20 years after the episode was released. I watched it not only because I was rewatching the show, but also for the 20th anniversary as well. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that episode, the Morat will be CGI, actually predicted a lot of what we got, in 2018, 2019 with the Kim Possible live action. The Morat was actually CGI, and the movie was bad. It was not good. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of Teen Titans, speaking of that, Tara Strong season 6. Tara Strong commented on Teen Titans season 6. Now, you guys know that there's 2 main Teen Titans that are very popular, right? So there's the 2003 one, which is this one here with we have your Raven, she's one of my favorite female characters who Tara Strong actually voices. And then we also have Teen Titans Go, which when it was first released, I really hated and didn't like because it wasn't for me. It was for kids. But now I don't hate it so much. you know, because it wasn't produced for me. It was produced and pushed for a younger audience because money, you know, there's more money in that. But what I like, a month ago, Tara Strong was interviewed, and she says that the fans do need a season 6 for the Teen Titans 2003.
Fans of Teen Titans deserve a season 6. They deserve a season 6. They've been asking for it for a really long time, and the show ended at a really strange, pivotal story arc that left people quite upset, and they've been asking for a really long time, and they could do it at the same time as Teen Titans Go. Like, they're two kind of different shows. One's a hilarious comedy, which I love doing, and one is a story that needs to be told. So probably if I had to choose one, I'd choose that because the fans deserve it. Fans of Teen Titans.
So yeah, she still looks great at 50. She's 50 something, I think. And she still looks great. I mean, she's been doing voice acting since the early 2000s or 90s or something. I don't know. She's been voice acting for a while, but she looks great. I mean, and she does fantastic voices, you know, for Timmy Turner from The Fairly Odd Parents, for Just Possible, Kim Possible's cousin, and yeah, for other characters like that. But yeah, also give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, 1 sec. Be right back. All right, so I am back. Anyways, those are the Teen Titan news that I want to show you guys. But yeah, that was basically it. Also, I did. Let me see here. What is Mr. Supersonic saying here? I heard many people hated Teen Titans Go due to it being more comedic than serious. Yeah, I hated Teen Titans. Well, when it first was released, the Teen Titans Go, seasons, I didn't like them a lot because I missed the old Teen Titans, the 2003 version. But yeah, that's why I didn't like it. I really wanted another season of Teen Titans because I missed those characters. But oh well, it is what it is. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. So the voice actor, Christy Carlson Romano for Kim Possible, she's actually been going through a rough time in her life. For example, she got shot in the face not recently, but was it 2 years ago that she got shot in the face? Oh my god, yeah, except all whatever. So she got shot in the face with like pellets because she went to a shooting range, I think, and she got shot in the face. Yeah, so she has some pictures, but I guess it got deleted of her face. So that happened to her, and she also tested positive, I think, for cancer as well. She posted the video on her Instagram.
Is I may have stageable cancer.
This morning, even Stevens
Come on, I don't have all day.
and Kim Possible star Christy Carlson Romano
So what's the sitch?
revealing troubling health news.
So the other day I took this cancer screening. Both my parents had cancer. My husband's came back completely negative. Mine did not come back.
So yeah, so she has I can't really show you the full thing because copyright or whatever. I don't know. Copyright's going crazy nowadays. But she reveals in this video basically that she tested positive for cancer because both her parents had cancer. So it's I forgot what it's called. It's a trait that the kids can have. So she has that. So she got shot in the face, but I think that she was able to heal and get that covered, but now she tested positive for cancer. So she's the voice actor for Kim Possible, and it's very sad news. So if there is a revival or reboot, I do hope that she can still voice the character.
negative.
In an emotional video, the 41-year-old Disney Channel alum
Oh, 41-year-old.
revealing a positive cancer screening test.
Next steps are to get a PET scan and fighting with companies to get that covered.
While Romano doesn't reveal the details of the test,
So yeah, she's going through, she's going through a few things, through a lot right now. But hopefully we can see her back. If there is a Kim Possible project coming soon, hopefully she can voice the character itself. And a lot of prominent actors, voice actors, are also passing away, which is very sad. A lot of them have fantastic careers, but it's just part of life, It's part of life. All we can do is respect and appreciate all the work they've done over the years. But hopefully for Kim Possible, we get a new season, a revival, spin-off, something, but with the original creators. But I have to share these news. I know, some of you may already know that she's been going through these things, but I just wanted to share this information if all of you did not know. Autumn says, a revival of the 2003 Teen Titans seems unlikely because the original fans are too old now. It was over 20 years ago, and I imagine any genuine interest in season 6 would be extremely niche. That is correct. I mean, for example, I'm a fan of the series, and I am 30. I'll be 31 this year. Or am I 31? Yeah, I'll be 31 this year. Or 32, something like that. I don't remember. So I was a big fan in the early 2000s because I watched it a lot. I know when it used to come out on TV, it wasn't even cable. It just came out on regular TV, and you could watch it back in the day. Supersonic says, even though from what I heard, the Cupid effect takes place after Clean Slate, why does she still have her original mission outfit despite that being damaged and discontinued and clothes-minded? I do not know. I guess just episode continuation. Kim Possible has there's a lot of questions to ask when it comes to Kim Possible. There are some things I'm like, why is this happening again? Or, about her clothing, because it was discontinued. But I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. The episode, they don't really explain it. Supersonic says, the wiki site even says the Cupid effect under Clean Slate, implying the former takes place after the latter. Gotcha. Yeah, I have no idea, Mr. Supersonic. No idea at all. But yeah. Anyways, we have that. And I've been trying to, find out more news on Kim Possible, future projects and stuff like that, but unfortunately there's not that many things. Question, what did you guys think? Have you guys watched the new season 5, I think, of Phineas and Ferb? So let me see here. Phineas and Ferb season 5? 5 seasons. What did you guys think of the season 5 episodes of Phineas and Ferb? Because I know they basically turned back time on the new season, and basically there's a loop, right? Summer is forever, right? Summer never ends. Relationships just end in that day, and there is no continuation, maturity when it comes to the characters or their relationships at all. So I don't like that, because I feel like Disney, or the creators of Phineas and Ferb, they took the easy way out. And let me see here. Let me just put it there. Yeah. So season 5 has all of this, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't really watched a full episode of season 5. I have watched clips, but what I've heard is that they're stuck in a loop. Summer is forever, summer never ends, and it's just going to be summer adventures over and over and over and over, because, well, it makes money. Kids will watch anything, really, and it's fun. It's easy, right? It's easy money. So, and there's no hard storyline with each one. It's just quick, easy, fun stories. But did you guys like the new season 5 of Phineas and Ferb? Did you guys think it violated, the original seasons? I really think this should have been like a spin-off or something, because there's season 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is like they went back to season 1 or 2, and they just made it an infinite summer loop. Like, they're stuck. Right? They don't mature. They just stay in season in that, that same day or same month. There is a season 6, I think, in the works as well, but I don't know. Supersonic says, I never watched season 5 of Phineas and Ferb because I'm not a fan of that show at all. I always hated when Disney revived that show. It was so much better without season 5. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't really watched the season 5 at least. I really enjoyed, how it ended. Phineas and Ferb ended, in season 4. I really did enjoy that because they matured, became teenagers, they graduated. Vanessa here, who was older than Ferb. Where's Vanessa at? Vanessa here, who was older than Ferb, waited till Ferb turned 18, and then they started dating. Hopefully, she didn't date Ferb when he was still, considered a minor. But I think Ferb was 12, right? And Vanessa was 16, and they started dating. So I made a meme back in the day where Vanessa tells Ferb, I can't wait till you're 18, So there is that. That was a little bit weird that Vanessa was into Ferb, but I guess they're kind of close in age, but still, she waited till Ferb was of age to actually make a move. And it doesn't look too bad because, she's an older female and Ferb is only 12, so, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that was kind of weird that Vanessa, was into Ferb? And then it wasn't that big of a deal. I understand it was back in the day, but still it was it's kind of weird. But yeah, I think the creators just wanted to make more Phineas and Ferb. They couldn't really make more, more youthfulness, because after this season, I think they went to college, or I don't know. They're like, you know what? Let's just go back to the basics. Let's cut the fat. Let's cut all this stuff that we put in here, and let's just make everything all episodes summer. Right? Let's not make any serious relationships. Let's just make fun time. And I think that's what season 5 is. Let me know if I'm wrong. Phoenix and Ferb, reason KP got axed. So Autumn, I don't know if that was the reason. I know that when Kim Possible was ending, that Phineas and Ferb was being introduced. And after Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb was the biggest show for Disney. That's why it had a lot of investment. But I don't know if that was the reason it got axed. The reason Kim Possible ended was because Kim and Ron graduated from high school. That's why it ended, right? For example, here. Oh, no, not season 5. Seasons. So Kim Possible has 4 seasons. Now, we want a 5th season because we want to see Kim and Ron in college, right? Season 4 was basically the graduation season, right? Kim and Ron are dating. They're going through senior year. And then the final episodes, they save the world. They graduate high school. It's the end. Happily ever after. The last episode is created by Bob Schooley and Mark McCorkle as an open-ended episode, meaning that they left it that way so that if Disney ever wanted to make a season 5 or a spinoff or something, they could. So Kim Possible is one of the few animated series, original animated cartoon series, that is left open-ended on purpose. That's what the creator said. It's open-ended so they can add another season, add a spin-off, add something extra if they want, right? Season 4 was a surprise for the creators of the show, the directors of the show, because it wasn't really planned, right? It was supposed to be 3 seasons and a movie, right? And season 3 is the shortest one. It was supposed to be 3 seasons and then the drama movie, and that's it. But because the fans, of course, wanted more Kim Possible, they wanted to see more Kim and Ron, they felt like they didn't get enough of them. They wanted more, more romance, more relationship, more drama. So they made season 4. And and the creators made it. And then they said, you know what, we're done, we're tired. But we're gonna leave the last episode with an open-ended type of ending in Graduation Part 2. So if they want to increase the length of the seasons or whatever, you guys can. And they left it in Disney Channel's hands to decide that. Supersonic says, did you guys know there used to be a Kim Possible themed attraction at Disney World via Epcot? I think, yeah, I've heard about it back in the day. There was one called Kim Possible World Showcase Adventure, which lasted from 2009 and 2012. Oh, interesting. Before it became Phineas and Ferb, which was from 2012 through 2019, and finally DuckTales. Yeah, I know. Kim Possible used to be the face of Disney back in the day for a while, and then Phineas and Ferb took over. Adam says, a hypothetical season 5 would probably have to retcon Ultra Instinct run, or else make it very situational. That's true. So if they do make a season 5, my hope, like yours, Autumn, is for Disney to dive in a little bit more about Ron Stoppable's secret powers, his hidden potential, right? I know that Ron has monkey powers. He hates monkeys and he hates his monkey powers, but it was necessary for him, to have those powers. But I want a deeper dive into that. And that's why I really also, season 4 is probably one of my favorite seasons in the Kim Possible series, mostly because it dives a little bit more into Kim and Ron's relationship, Ron's powers, they're maturing, graduation, responsibilities. There's a lot of growth in this season. A lot of changes. For example, Ron is scared about graduating. He feels like it's the end of the world. But yeah, I think the ending is pretty good. I think the ending was well done. I'm happy. I'm happy with season 4. I do want a season 5 though, because I do want to see Kim and Ron in college, working with Betty Director, who is the director of Global Justice, which is like the CIA, or like the CIA of that world. They go around the world fighting criminals, protecting global justice, because that's their name, Global Justice. They go around the world taking down criminals, fighting crime. And I think that they would recruit Kim and Ron. But we'll see what happens. I also want to see what happens to Bonnie and Junior, because by the end of this season, Bonnie Rockwaller is dating a millionaire, a billionaire young guy named Senior Junior. And yeah, there's a lot to see. So that's why I want a season 5, because I want college. I want more action and stuff. But if we don't get that, we might get a spinoff or a reboot or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Autumn says, what role would you like to see Draken and Shigo have? Do you want them as good guys? So that's an interesting question, Autumn. So, for example, what Phineas and Ferb did, which I did not like, was that in season 5 of Phineas and Ferb, they made basically Summer Never End, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz, he went from good that he was to evil for no reason. People say, I didn't like how Dr. Doofenshmirtz went back to evil. Well, I can see why they made him back to evil. That's because the creators of Phineas and Ferb are resetting everything. It's called the Big Reset. Okay, they want to reset everything back to a certain time, so everybody is practically almost the same. And Doofenshmirtz had to go back to evil, so more adventures could happen. With Perry the Platypus and Doofenshmirtz. With Kim Possible, for example, we have Draken and Shigo at the end of Graduation Part 2 becoming good. They fight the evil aliens. Okay, so this is a kind of what's it called? Not spamming. It's called if you guys haven't seen the show, I'm just gonna tell you what happens towards the end. Kim and Ron fight evil aliens that want to destroy Earth, and Draken and basically Draken saves the world, and Draken with Shigo save the world, and they become good guys. They win like the World Award of Peace or whatever. They're praised as heroes for saving the Earth. Draken was never good at doing evil, but he has done so well in doing good that they gave him a prize, a necklace or whatever, for saving the world. So now he's good, and all the villains don't like him because he's good now. And then towards the end of the episode, freaking Draken and Shigo, they become a couple. Look at this art. But yeah, by the end of the season, Draken and Shigo, I guess they become closer. They kind of start dating, and they're good now. So, yeah. So it would be a shame if Draken goes back to evil. It would definitely be a shame if he goes back to evil. I don't know what role he would play, but I wouldn't like him to go back to evil. Maybe he would work. Shigo and Draken would work with Kim and Ron in taking down other villains. I don't know. Or they could make him go back, to evil. But I don't know. I don't know how they would play that. Cause Shigo, for example, she's still kind of evil. Shigo's still selfish and kind of evil. But towards the end, if she turns good, I don't know. It's a difficult thing. I'll leave this to the writers of the Kim Possible show. All I know is that it'd be weird if in season 5, Draken and Shigo are just bad, just because. It wouldn't be good. On the good part of things, I wish that Draken and Shigo would help Kim and Ron or Global Justice. If not, there has to be a good reason why Draken and Shigo turn back to evil. And a good reason would also be that doing good for the world doesn't pay well, but doing evil pays better, according to their logic. That could be a good reason. I don't know. Mr. Supersonic says, regarding on the previous stream, it makes no sense how disclaimers and fair use doesn't help at all. It doesn't help, considering that if you give any specific companies credit, whether it's Disney or Nick, it could always prevent the company from blocking the video. I don't know how Disney doesn't see that. So, like I said, Mr. Supersonic, when you post a clip that's not yours, for example, if Disney, Nickelodeon, they create original content and you basically take part of that content and upload it to your channel, right? It's up to them to determine. Now, if they block your video, they put a copyright ID, copyright claim on your video, you could dispute that and tell them, oh, it's for fair use or whatever. They don't have to respect fair use. It's up to them to decide if they allow it or not. I mean, you could say to them, oh, it's only fair use, this and this, and they might allow you to play it, or they might not. If you put it in the description, the disclaimer, they're not going to read the description because that video is not 90% of the time it's seen by AI. And the AI would determine, to block it or not. Back in the day, like the actual companies had people looking at all the videos and they used to read it. But nowadays, because of AI and stuff like that and algorithms, the companies rely on AI to basically block copyright IDs, do strikes on videos. But if that happens, if they block your video, you can always form a dispute and be like, oh, fair use. But you can't claim fair use if you're just posting a clip of Kim Possible. You have to be talking. For example, I'm talking about Kim Possible, so this is fair use. And I'm not including full clips. I'm including certain clips here and there. But if it was just like Kim Possible episodes that I'm posting, that does not fall under fair use. Because I'm just taking stuff that's not mine, reposting it. You see? But again, it's up to the companies to decide. I can put a dispute, and it's up to them to say yes or no. And they don't have to say yes. They could just completely block me. It's not the law. The law is kind of grayish in that area. Chris Hambury says, you should make a movie design. You should make a movie design from the movie The Karate Kid with Ron and the Sense, the Japanese teacher from Kim Possible episode Big Brother. Adam says, Google is a struggling startup company and they have to rely on AI for moderation. They can't afford to staff employees. That's true, Autumn. Google is a struggling startup, They can't hire people. They have to hire AI. But yeah, AI nowadays is flagging everything, So that's how it is. Supersonic says, when I made AI Sonic, and Amy videos using copyright songs. I never got sued or a strike because I have disclaimer and copyright holder and description. So a lot of video game songs, for example, they don't have copyright. They could copyright you, but again, as I said, they're not gonna read your description. If you put, for example, Justin Bieber song, Selena Gomez song, any famous rapper, singer song in your music video, you will get a copyright ID. Like 100% you'll get it. You could dispute it to not get it, but you will still get it. Making AI Sonic and AI Amy videos is your original content, right? Because you made it with AI and it's original. It doesn't exist anywhere except your YouTube channel. So it's fair to use. And if you use video game music, a lot of video game music is not protected by copyright. I mean, it doesn't have copyright. They could take it down. I mean, they could give a copyright strike, but I've used, for example, video game music on some of my streams and I don't get copyright. But if you use like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, a famous rapper, singer, like I said before, you'll get a copyright ID. There's a huge Minecraft ban happening because of a group of people abusing chat reports. Oh yeah, there's that too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots and lots of stuff going on with AI. But yeah. But like I said, to each their own. I posted too many Kim Possible clips on my stream and Google got irritated with me, so they banned me for 6 months from streaming. So I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna use it, my account, you know. So that's what happened. But yeah, that's technically what happened. What else was I gonna say? I forgot. Totally forgot. But yeah, right now a lot of YouTube channels are getting nuked. Like a lot of AI YouTube channels, AI slop YouTube channels are getting. I actually have an AI YouTube channel where I'm posting AI videos, but that's just because I'm working on some projects. I'm trying to see the reaction from people. Did Disney file DMCA claims on your channel? Yes. Yeah, Mr. Supersonic. So a strike is different than a copyright ID. A strike happens when you keep. A strike happens when a company decides that you put too much of their content, on your channel. I used to get strikes all the time. I had like 3 YouTube channels that got terminated in the past. It was crazy. Yeah, but if you put music, you're not gonna get a strike. You'll get a copyright ID claim, right? Again, and I can talk about this at a later date. But there's a huge difference between a copyright ID claim and a copyright strike. A strike means like, boom, you could never remove this ever, unless you have complete permission from the publisher of the content. Copyright ID means, hey, we saw that you have copyright music, but you can still use it. But the money that you generate on this video, will go back to, let's say Universal, right? They're gonna put ads on your videos. You're not gonna get any money, but Justin Bieber will get money, but you won't get nothing. That's what the difference is. And I wish I could show you. Let me see if I could show you guys. I wish I could show you guys what I mean by that. So let me see. I gotta leave here in a little bit too. Where is Kim Possible? So for example, the Kim Possible Clips channel has a lot of freaking copyright. YouTube Studio. Come on, buddy. Okay, here it is. So this is my Kim Possible Clips channel, right? And as you can tell, look at this, okay? Do you see this, Mr. Supersonic? So because I posted stuff that does not belong to me, I get like disabled features and stuff like that. You see? I get all that stuff. And if I get visibility, where is it? Let me see here. Not that. Views, bam. See, look, all these videos got blocked. See? This video is blocked globally. Copyright protected content was found in this video. As a result, only you can view this video. If you look at details, the copyright claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. Visibility. This video can be seen due to, you see? So I can either take action. If I take action, I have to form a dispute. I have to erase the song, replace, you know. It says dispute claims you have necessary. You see that? So if I post too much stuff like this, even this, it says here, potential earning limitations. This video has potential limitations. Copyright protected content. I get a lot of this on this channel. See? So, and that's because I post videos of this. So do you see what I mean? Like a lot of these were blocked by Disney. And it's blocked globally. See? It's terrible. So there you go. That's what you get when you post too much copyrighted content. You get copyright IDs and copyright claims. Crazy. Crazy. Ow. Sorry, I hit myself. And yeah, there's a lot of Kim Possible art there as well. It's very nice. I was actually gonna show you guys a very interesting image of Yori and Ron that I saw, but maybe I'll just make a video about it, because why not, you know? Why not? All right, guys. This is all I had to share with you tonight. I'm gonna end the live stream here. If you guys have any more questions, more concerns, you guys want to talk about anything else, just let me know in the comment section of this video. Once it's done, you know, processing or whatever, you can comment on the video of this live stream. But it was good to have you here, Mr. Supersonic. I always like your comments, your inputs, your opinions. You know, even if your opinions are different than mine, they are very important. I would like to hear what you're thinking. Very important. Autumn, you're always fun to have here. You're very cheerful and very humorous. You know, I like having you here as well. Chris Hanbury, also thank you for being here and for always being early to almost all of my live streams. Thank you very much. Great to have you here. Who else do we have here? We did have Goku Waifu as well. Welcome to the channel and thank you for being here. Joshua V875. Hey Joshua, thank you for being here as well. And also we had Guest 66. Great to have you here, Guest. And also Elemental 150, who his name used to be John Sionchi or something like that. Some Italian name. YouTube keeps changing stuff. You know, now your names are your freaking YouTube handles, not your usernames. I don't know. YouTube keeps changing everything. It's so weird. But yeah. No, you cannot see my AI channel. You'll see it later. I'll show you my AI channel later, okay? I got like 6 subscribers on there, but that's because I'm testing the waters. Okay, I'm testing stuff. That's my test channel. That's where I test stuff, okay? That's what I do on that channel. I got like stuff in there, but I'll show you guys later, some other time. Have you heard of Dante Basco? Yes, I have. He's the voice actor for the Prince Zuko. You know, the Avatar Last Airbender, which is one of my favorite shows. He was Jake Long, the American Dragon. Yes. Prior to that, he was the episode of Kim Possible called Exchange. That is correct as well. Where he plays a guy who helps Ron find the Lotus Blade, only to betray him when working with Monkey Fist. That is correct. He betrays Ron because he wants to get a scholarship, and Monkey Fist can get him approved for a scholarship to go to a college or something. It's kind of weird. When is the next live stream? We'll see. I'll post it on here. Maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow, if I do the live stream, it'll be like an hour earlier. So we'll see. We'll see, you know, we'll see. I'll let you guys know in advance. Autumn Plains, not safe for work? No, it's not a not safe for work channel. It's not. YouTube would ban me. Okay? It's nothing bad, okay? I'm working on stuff, Autumn. I'll show you guys. Okay, I'll show you guys later. Stop teasing me. It's legit heartwarming stuff. Nothing to do with not safe for work, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Catch all of you later. Take care. Have a great night. And remember what Kim Possible's dad always says, okay? Anything is possible for a possible. So consider yourselves possibly amazing. Is it going to be every Thursday from now on? So every Thursday is where I have like a higher chance of actually, a higher probability of live streaming. So I would say Thursdays for sure. Thursdays for sure I can have live streams. Other days it's a maybe. All right, guys. Have a fantastic night, fantastic day if you're in Australia or New Zealand or something, because over there, it's different. And catch all of you later. Not later, but tomorrow maybe, or Monday. We'll see what happens. Isn't this thumbnail pretty cool? I made it using AI. I made this thumbnail using Google Gemini. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty awesome. Sharpener. Who the heck is Sharpener? Oh yeah, I got DMs. If you guys want to message me, YouTube has DMs now. Who is Sharpener? You mean Sharper the writer? Who is Sharpener? But yeah, see you guys. Take care, and remember to brush your teeth. Okay, it's important. Peace.